On today's show, hear us say, Bushido, Bo, and Bravery really hang out together.
Us.
This is Wildcat Dojo Conversations.
Hi, and welcome to another show. Say hi, Landon.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back.
Hey, everybody. It's Jackie. Glad you're here.
And today we're so lucky to have Sensei Tracey back. Say hi, Sensei.
Hi, guys.
You guys are going to remember Sensei Tracey from all the times she's been on, twice already, at least.
Thanks for having me.
And she's going to be on again after this on another episode.
So my goodness. She's a part of the crew. The pod squad. The pod force.
Okay, here we go. So on today's show, we're going to do something a little bit different. I got an idea to bring an exercise that I use in my dojo. And to be honest, I usually call it a game to lighten the intensity.
Yes.
And I'm going to bring that to the show. So what we're going to do today is we're going to have Landon pick a letter out of a bowl. And we are going to discuss that letter as it relates to karate. All right, Trace, are you ready?
I'm ready, Sensei.
I created a bag. You can't see the letters. He's going to pull it out. And what letter did we get, Landon?
Are you ready, Sensei? Dun, 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 dun. It's the letter B.
Oh.
Okay, now we're going to take a 5-minute break and we're going to think about that letter. And with the magic of editing, we are back. Thank you for that. I know, I'm tricky. Okay, so we have no idea how this is going to go down. We're just going to talk about it. And when we're all done talking about the words that we thought up, we'll look those words up in the dictionary and see what the grown-ups say about them.
Sounds like a good idea, Sensei.
Okay, everybody throw your word out. Start me out, Landon.
I have bow.
Oh, good. Bo, the weapon. What do you got, Sensei Tracey?
I have Bushido.
I forgot about that one.
Good one. Okay, Sensei Jackie, where are you going?
Buoyancy.
Wow. I don't even know how to spell that.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't either. I'm going to find out.
Okay, I'm going to go with bravery.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah. See, and you know what? I also had benevolence, which I really wanted.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's such an important thing to me. So I don't know. Can I hold out that if bravery becomes part of Bushido, I can switch over to benevolence and nobody will be mad?
Maybe.
Yes, Sensei.
Ooh. Okay. We should probably get started. And we're going to start with Sensei Jackie's word because it vexes me. So, Miss Jackie, what do you got to say about buoyancy to start out the conversation?
Well, to start out, I had no idea that it was going to come into my head when the letter B came. And then I thought about the rise and fall of a person in karate. And that whenever they fall in their own mind or in their work, they always come back up. So it made them buoyant. It's the way that we are able to keep ourselves above the waterline and always keep ourselves going in a forward direction. And that is what came in my head with buoyancy.
That is cool.
Yes, definitely.
That is way cool. First off, I want to go here. And do you want to go anywhere else before I start, Landon?
No, Sensei.
Sensei Tracey?
No, Sensei. I'm good.
Okay, so I'm going to start out and say, I love that you took a word that we wouldn't naturally think of as a karate word and brought it into karate. That is super, super cool to me. Secondly, it's very important to note, and this is a really good place to do it, that karate people are humans, which means we succumb to all the foibles.
Of course.
We could make a list and they wouldn't all start with B,
Yes,
right?
for sure.
And thirdly, sometimes you feel, okay, I should probably say this in the first person. Sometimes I have felt in my karate life like I was actually underwater. Like I was not going to be able to pull back up from that one. But by just continuing to put one foot in front of the other and not trying to figure out the whole picture at the same time, but just get up, brush your teeth, have a cup of whatever you drink in the morning, that kind of thing, right?
Yep.
Right.
It came together, and then there was buoyancy, and then there was a bigger ebb and flow to go with the buoyancy. So I definitely want to emphasize the word that you used a minute ago is try. You didn't emphasize it. It was there in your sentence, try. And that's the word that I think that a person needs to emphasize here.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree with that. I like that.
Any additions, or are we going to just push?
Let's go.
Okay. Hey, it's shout out time.
Us.
And we are all over the web at Wildcat Dojo. We're also at dojoconversations@aol.com. And if you add the letters .com to Wildcat Dojo, you get our website.
There we go.
So say you're out there and listening, and say you have ever thought of your existence as treading water or rising above the water or being in a speedboat or whatever. Let us know. And on that note, I think that Bushido, Bo, and Bravery really hang out together.
Us.
So we can just
Absolutely.
interchange this conversation like crazy.
Us.
But let's start with the hardest one, Bushido. Since it's your word, Sensei Tracey, you start me out.
So Bushido, I've always thought of as known of as the warrior class of Japan, similarly to the Knights of the Round Table. But also, I think it refers to the code of ethics, the samurai code as well.
Okay, that's a great beginning.
Right, because I always heard that Bushido was way of the warrior, so that would definitely fit in with the code and the personal code of each warrior.
I love the way that you connected it to the people as opposed to just the theory of it. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I didn't do that when I wrote the word down on my sheet, so that's cool.
Well, I had to think about it because we hear about it as the Bushido. So then that is a noun, not a verb. So it or an adjective. So it kind of lends two meanings to it in my mind.
Agree.
And Sensei Tracey, it lends another meaning to me. Our tournament that we held for so many years, the American Bushido,
Right.
and all of the memories and learning experiences we had from those tournaments.
And of course, Master Collegian was known as American
Bushido,
Bushido.
of course.
Right.
He was one of the few and lucky people to have two karate names.
That were cool.
So when we get to R, the letter R, we can bring up rock.
Us.
The karate word, who knew? For those of you who don't know, our teacher, Master Collegian, was known as the Rock. And that's a great word, but now I'm way off letter.
Us.
Bump.
That's right.
So the code of the Bushi, or the warrior, it was complex. And we've done a few podcasts on samurai. So this is a great time to say, go back and listen to one or two of our episodes on samurai, and you get a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit about their code.
Us.
But one of the things that Master Collegian emphasized, and you guys correct me if you disagree with this, is that although the moral code that he talked about had his 6 parts,
6.
Yes.
and we'll name them in a minute, he encouraged each person to create their own code, to take what he started and then make it individual to you by doing 2 things. 1, emphasizing the one that was most important to you.
Right.
And 2, really considering the words, which what I found very interesting when I did that, when I sat down and really considered each one of the words. And then applying those words to the life that you were leading.
He also gave us alternates for some of the words so that the connotation didn't have to be exactly the way he might have thought of it.
Okay, that was good. That's a good point. So let's name the words that he said, shall we? Anybody want to start?
Honor,
Loyalty,
Courage,
justice,
wisdom,
and some sort of benevolence or courtesy.
us.
And that is a great jump over to bravery, which was my word.
Yes, it is.
Very cool.
And this is a nice segue into that word, because Master Collegian and I had lots of conversations, because bravery is really high up on my list of important parts of the moral code. And that is because by nature, it was something that I had to work on. Like when I very first started karate and I would get butterflies in my stomach over something, I would say to myself, well, I could always do this instead.
Right.
And now I'm less likely to do that, but I still hold bravery pretty high up in my list of code to work on, because if it was late to the party, it'll be one of the first things to leave the party in a high stress situation.
Yeah.
That's true.
Right?
That's
Right.
true.
So I keep it up high up there.
I'm curious because one of the alternate words for bravery was courage. Do you see any kind of difference in the meaning of that word to yourself?
So when we get to the dictionary part, Landon, let's compare the two things, okay? We'll use two dictionaries. And we'll compare those two things because I really don't know about that. But what about your personal experience, viewpoint, thought pattern on bravery? Anybody?
I think bravery is in direct opposition to fear sometimes. It's I guess the flip side of the coin for me. Bravery, Master Collegian always said to me, was not when you run out in the street and snatch a child who's about to get hit by a car. That's instinct. Bravery is actually doing something with the knowledge that it could put you in danger, either your body or your mental state or whatever.
Or at minimum, make you susceptible.
Yes.
Like if we go way back to the first podcast that we recorded, there was a tiny element of courage that we needed because we were laid out for other people to, tease or make fun of or hate, or we could completely fall flat on our face. So yes, the element of danger from the physicality standpoint, but there, especially today with the world being so fast to judge each other, there are other ways that you have to be brave.
Yes.
I see bravery as overcoming my fears.
Agree. Going anyway.
That's right.
And I bet that's what we're going to see in something in the dictionary. It's going to say you feel it, but you go anyway. But I can't swear to it because I didn't look any of these words up.
Unless that's under instincts. I don't know.
Okay, let's find out.
We'll see.
But I have a way to connect the word bow to bravery. Are you ready to hear it? Because I hope it makes you giggle.
Okay.
I'm more brave with a stick.
Well, I was even thinking you have to be brave with a bow sometimes. You may hurt yourself.
No,
that's true.
What about the first time you do, there's this drill we do in karate, guys, where you hold the stick out directly in front of you like it's part of your arm and you flip it in the air 180 degrees and catch it. And so it's about 4 to 6 feet long. And when people first start throwing it, they use too much arm and it flies all over and sometimes hits you in the head. What about those days? Do you guys remember?
Absolutely.
And there's also a move called a 3-in-1 strike where the bow is kind of like a helicopter around you and it goes from rib to rib. The first time I learned to do those, because I was so excited to learn them, I had bruises on both sides of my body.
On the ribs?
On the ribs.
That's funny.
From it coming in so hard. Oh, I can do this one.
Oh, absolutely. I did too, Sensei Jackie.
Did you?
I did. Absolutely.
Okay, now you guys are forcing me to tell the story of when I was taking a 4th degree test. We had to videotape all of our weapons katas for our teacher at the time. So I had a video for Master Collegian at the time. But you weren't allowed to use another karate person to tape you. You had to do it on your own or with a non-karate person. So I used my dance teacher. Another little aside is I used to call her costumes uniforms, and she used to call my uniforms costumes, which was adorable. That was us bringing our world into each other's world, wasn't it?
Yes.
Sure.
So she sat there and she filmed and she filmed and she filmed. And at the end, she said, you know what? It just looks like you guys beat yourself up all the time.
She's so right.
She wasn't wrong on that one.
And that really made me laugh at the time and still today. Rest in peace, Miss Lori. Okay, so let me think if we have one more thing about the bow. Well, I don't know that we can look the bow up in the dictionary. Oh, let's talk about this. I know for sure the bow is Sensei Jay's favorite weapon. Is the bow your favorite weapon, Landon?
It is not, actually.
What is your favorite?
The nunchuck.
Oh, I'm going to say that I love anything sticky. I love sticks. It could be long, it could be short, and it could be connected with rope.
That's true.
And it's funny because that's not really the weapon I carry with me all the time. As everybody who listens to this knows, I am a pocket knife person.
Right.
So if I called it a weapon, I call it a tool. But if I called it a weapon, that's the one that's literally in my pocket. I don't walk with a cane or a walking stick or anything like that. How about you, Sensei Jackie? Is the bow on your top 3? Because it is on my top 3.
It's on my top 3, along with I have to love a sword. I also adore nunchucks.
Nice.
So I don't know. What about you, Sensei Tracey?
Yeah, I would say nunchucks are my favorite, but I love the sword as well. But I like sticks too. It's really tough. It is really tough.
So how about we go with this? Our favorite weapon is the one that's in our hand.
You got it.
Great.
And this is an interesting, funny story that we've talked about maybe over the summer with the podcast. about the bow staff. So some people call it a bow staff. But if you type staff into Google, in Japanese, it is bow. So when people say bow staff, they say bow. So again, that's just a little aside.
And that's a reason why they should go back and listen to the Kabuto Weaponry
That's us.
podcast.
Right.
Hence the fact that we're going to have a rerun for you on the 29th of this month. We're actually a little excited because
We have to decide what we're going to show. Oh my goodness.
Okay, time to go to the dictionary. Everybody look up their own word, please. Okay, with the magic of editing, we are back again. Tell me when you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's see. Let's go in the same order. We started with buoyancy, which, by the way, I'm going to guess means to float.
That's what it means, in the simplest definition, but everything's got a million definitions.
Yes.
Because when you go to Wiki, it's an upthrust, an upward force exerted by a fluid that opposes the weight of a partially or fully immersed object. In other words, it floats.
Okay.
So we're right. Buoyancy is it floats. Next, well, Bushido had to be hard, right, Sensei Tracey?
There is a lot of single line definitions for it. Merriam-Webster says Bushido is a feudal military Japanese code of behavior valuing honor above life.
Whoa.
So it was a great fit for Master Collegian to be called American Bushido because he adored honor as his number one piece of the code. Don't you agree with that?
Absolutely.
And he adored this country.
He
Yes,
sure
he
did.
did.
Okay,
He
Mr.
did.
Bo, where are you going to go? Oh, she rhymed.
I'm going to go with nothing. I could not find anything under bow or staff. The only thing I found was a group of persons as employees charged with carrying out the work of an establishment or executing some undertaking.
But we know that a bow is a stick because we've already looked it up and did a whole episode where it was part of the Kabuto weaponry.
Now, this is interesting. A staff as a noun also means a mixture of plaster and hair used to cover the external surface of temporary structures and for decoration. So who knew?
What?
What? Say it again because I'm lost. Are you lost on that, Trace?
A little bit.
What is it saying?
A mixture of plaster and hair used to cover the external surface of temporary structures and for decoration.
Staff?
Did they spell it STAFF? Wow. On that note, there is nothing more to say. Okay, I'll go next with bravery. First off, the definition was not interesting because the definition of bravery was to be courageous. So I was like, wah, wah, wah.
Yeah.
But next on the list was a site called whatsthediff.org. How much do we love that?
I have to type that in and bookmark that, Sensei.
Whatsthediff.org says the difference between bravery and courage.
Thank you.
Bravery is the ability to confront something painful or difficult or dangerous without any fear. And courage, on the other hand, is the ability to confront something painful or difficult or dangerous despite the fear.
Ah, interesting.
Us.
Yes.
Oh.
And I just want to say, when I'm meditating with the Code of the Warrior, I choose bravery when I choose benevolence because I love alliteration. And I choose courage when I choose compassion.
Oh, really?
So I interchange compassion and benevolence, and I interchange courage and bravery in my own mind just because I love that alliteration thing. I'm silly that way.
That is so interesting.
So on that note, I want to ask you, do you think it was as fun as I hoped it would be?
I did.
Please
Oh,
let us
yeah.
know.
Yeah, definitely let us know.
It was super fun for me.
Me too.
I really enjoyed it. I'm totally going to do it again because we have a bag full of letters to do.
We have 25 more episodes on it.
Well, I didn't choose every letter, just to be
Okay.
honest. I just chose letters I could think of a lot of words of, right, sitting on the
not
spot.
X and
I didn't
Q.
do X and I didn't do Z. Just telling you. I do want to say, though, you know what I haven't asked for in a really long time?
What, Sensei?
Okay, let's see if I can remember all of it. Like us, review us, tell a friend about us, and subscribe. We would so appreciate that, especially the tell a friend about us. Sensei Tracey is so great because she reposts every week when we put out a new episode. So if I haven't thanked you enough times, thank you so much for doing that.
No, you're so welcome.
And I'm going to see you in a couple of hours.
Us.
And Sensei, I would like to say real quick if we have time, I think that if you are interested in getting a QR code that you can share with your friend, let us know.
Yeah,
We have QR code graphics that we can give to you guys to share with your friends. So let us know.
Absolutely. We have business cards made and everything with our QR code.
Can we put a QR code in a tweet?
Maybe, just maybe. We'll have to figure it out.
Landon's going to think about trying to put that QR code out on the net for you, and I will snail mail you business cards if that will help you talk about us more.
Ooh.
So I'll go old school and he'll go newer school.
21st century.
So instead of being boring and thanking you like I do every week, how about you start the goodbyes for me?
You got it. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for listening.
Bye, everyone. We'll see you next week.
My letter B says bye and thank you.
I love that.
Okay. I'm just going to say I'm Sensei Michelle, and I'm signing out.
Thanks for being here. Hope you join us again next week on Wildcat Dojo Conversations.
You know how you always get lost in the shuffle of a big business?
Do I ever?
It's comforting to know that in a family-owned business like Honor Athletics, your questions will be answered.
So give them a call at 770-945-5150 or order on the web at honorathletics.com. And don't forget to mention Wildcat Dojo for your 10% discount.